I'm Sam, and this is Amazing Travels.
Week 11 of traveling through Europe was unexpectedly cold. Some of you may know that during the pandemic, my brother Alex and I, on a whim, kind of did this crazy pandemic purchase, and we bought a house in Italy in a small village called Celenza Sul Trigno. And we had gone in the summer. Well, I went once with Alex in the summer, and it was gorgeous, beautiful. Steven also went once in the summer, gorgeous, beautiful. And this time I'm like, why don't I invite Alyssa and her cousin, Ashley, who ended up joining us on the trip, to a wonderful little stay in this beautiful, picturesque village in the winter. Well, we realized we had no heat. No heat. The house has no heat. And on top of that, when we got there, it was, about an hour till sunset. Walking up to the house, unlock it, everything looks great, wonderful. Flip the switch, no electricity. After, panicking just a little bit, calling the electricity company, knowing we had paid the bill, they were like, I don't know, it's Friday, you might get someone there, a technician on Monday. So, more panic set in. And I was like, let's go to the pharmacy, see who we could, contact, because the pharmacy was open. This is why I went to the pharmacy. See who can help us. And we found Ugo and Lorenzo, father and son duo, who are both pharmacists. 4th generation pharmacy right there in Celenza. Hugo was like, let me go check it out. And I was like, this man is not an electrician. He's a pharmacist, but who am I to judge, right? He goes upstairs. He looks at something, flips a few switches, does a little bit of this, and bam, power was on. Thank God. He was like our hero he is my hero, forever. That was just the first adventure of the Italy trip. The second was Alyssa was searching for her great-great-grandfather's birth certificate in order to try to get citizenship for Italy, aka then getting citizenship for the EU. So we went on that mission to her tiny town, Atleta, which was also a picturesque mountain town. It was pretty awesome. I should mention that Ashley, Alyssa's cousin, speaks fluent Italian, so we really had a leg up going to Italy this time, because without that, the electricity would have been a problem, the birth certificate would have been a problem, because, well, Italians are so Italian, a lot of them don't speak English, which, is fine. It's their country. I need to learn how to speak Italian, which I will. That is my goal for next year when I return in August, which is when they say you should return. It's the best time of year. After spending about a week in Celenza with no heat, huddling all 3 of us to one bed for body warmth, well, we headed to Naples, where we had pizza, because it's where they perfected it. So, that and much more right here in the Week in Review. We have arrived to our beautiful Italian home, yet our electricity does not turn on, and it's cold as hell in there.
We're gonna freeze to death. We ran. Are you recording me right now?
Yeah.
You are. I wasn't sure if we were just prepping for the recap.
How did you feel when you realized the electricity didn't turn on and it was really cold in the house?
I felt really sad. I've just spent a week being so fucking cold. I just don't want to be cold anymore.
I was also sad, but I had made peace with it. It wasn't going to happen today.
Yeah. I was like, I'm in for a cuddle, is what I thought. Hugo helped us out though, so it was a win. We had some pizza to warm up at 12 Apostles Pizza Place in San Salvo. Look at this view in Celenza. Absolutely fantastic. The fog just cradled by the mountains and everything. Then we headed to San Salvo Beach. Beautiful. How happy were you to see the sun?
So happy. You have no idea. I missed it.
Can you tell we suffered Germany's cold a little too long? I can't get over her right now. She was just doing this. This is not for the camera. San Salvo Beach is just 25 minutes away from our little village, which here it is. They decorated for Christmas. Super adorable. Here's a little intro to Celenza Sul Trigno, where the house is. This is Bar Sport, where old men like to watch sports and play card games. And of course, the pharmacy, where Hugo and Lorenzo work and saved our lives. This is the government building and bank. And of course, we have one of the main piazzas. We live on the other one. And now we are in Torre Bruna, a neighboring mountain village just 8 minutes away. Alyssa's convinced it's the zombie apocalypse.
No one is here. No noise.
It was riposo time, Italian nap time. That in the center is Celenza. Snow-capped mountains, check. Unbeknownst to us, our trip was perfectly planned with Celenza's Christmas market. They were fire burning, cooking chestnuts, they were brewing hot wine. It was so freaking adorable. And then we met Santa. Santa, essentially. He took his beard off already. Lorenzo's trying to convince him that we're gonna take a video. And we're ready for this.
We're ready for this, Santa.
Low-key, don't think we were. Santa started designating and he was good at it.
Do you want capello? Okay, capello. I already have a headband. We also go capello.
No stranger danger here. We all sat on Santa's lap and got comfy.
Sing song.
Not gonna lie, blanked on a song, but then we got it.
Jingle bell, jingle all the way. All the fun is right. I don't know.
This is our currency.
At the cutest Christmas market ever.
There's our vin brûlé or hot wine, and this is Angela.
Please,
Grazie. The very next day, we drove 45 minutes to explore Vasto, which is another coastal town. It's a large city, actually, in comparison to Celenza. It has that beautiful water view promenade, and then, of course, its classic Catholic church, and just very, very picturesque spaces. This is the cool kid stairs where we got our first good modeling pic.
oh my god, since like 2013.
I'll let you be the judge, but like, right? Looks like so legit. Vasto is so beautiful. I couldn't help but continue taking so many videos of it. Usually this is hustling and bustling with restaurants, but we're in the off season, so. A tiny rando church we found. Overlooking like the most beautiful scenery ever. I mean, talk about real estate, am I right? That circular building is actually for sale, so if anyone buys it, please invite me over for dinner because I kind of fell in love with it. And now we end our trip of Vasto with the castle. This is how we're watching World Cup soccer in the kitchen cabinet. Kay is online, living it through us. Okay. And also wearing our coats because it's freezing in here, obviously. Come to Italy, she said.
Yeah, come to Italy.
Come to my house, she said. Anybody want to tell people how we're sleeping?
Oh my god.
Wait, Alyssa, uncover your sheets. She
gotta walk out.
A sweater.
Oh yeah, you can't see. I forgot you're blind.
Plus we have 3 people in this one bed. So we have to sleep where it's too cold.
It worked.
Honestly, it's a trip they'll never forget. So I mean, that's what I'm here for. It's amazing travels, unforgettable trips. Book your appointment today. Mission Italian citizenship begins to atleta. We need you to be awake. Okay. It's your first citizenship pass.
We're coming to your town.
We're going to your town. Wow, look how beautiful that is.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Big mountain town.
These are gorgeous.
Alyssa, they're selling that house right there. You should buy it.
Right next.
This is the town of your ancestors.
This is.
How you feel?
Weird. It feels weird.
You're going in.
I know. We're going in. Let's go.
The Italians keep pristine records thanks to like the Catholic Church and all that. Look, this man found Alyssa's great-great-grandfather's birth certificate in literally 30 seconds. This is happening in real time. It's not fast-forwarded, nothing. We were just like, so this is his name. He's like, what was his birthday? He's flipping through the book casually. He finds it and was like, okay, that's good. And then Alyssa's like, wait, that's it? You found it? He's like, yep. She's like, can I have 2 copies? He's like, yep. And boom. You see that? So quick. Success! And you paid zero euros.
And I got 2 copies. One for me, one for my sister.
And the coolest part is she invited you to come back.
Yeah, to meet my family member.
Like, what?
How cool is that?
I found this puppy that loved me. It's an ABRUZZO puppy, and I didn't leave. We couldn't leave Atleta without discovering the land of Alyssa's ancestors. So here is the main square, and now we're looking at the main church. The mosaics there are gorgeous. Of course, a flowy creek, and this bakery, oh my god, say less. We're rating this 10 out of 10. Apricot, I don't even know. We were starving, we feared nothing was open, but this place was, and we had the cutest chef server lady ever.
Really skeptical. Not even impressed. Skeptical as hell.
It's not always easy to find an open restaurant in Italy at that time. We had these amazing balls of egg and cheese, a ragu, and the best lamb I have ever had. If you had smell-o-vision, you'd literally like... And then we had one of every dessert because life is short. So this is Borrello from afar, this cute little town we were in. They are famous for a waterfall, which we were heading to. So Tia Vivi, pronounce her name for me?
Vincentina.
Vincentina. Did I do it?
Vincentina.
Oh, Vincent. It's that Z that's getting me. Saying it more is not going to help. Vincentina. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Vincentina. Not that time. Whatever. She is my favorite of all time. And she gave us directions to the waterfall. She said it's very close. We're still walking. Here we go on another hike in the sunset.
Oh God.
Y'all know what happened to me last time. This is not a repeat. I'm with people. All right? If we die, we die together.
We're very full, so we would be able to last a while.
We would, and we know about body heat. We made it though and had this picturesque view of the waterfall.
Some place with squall. Sam, I love you so much.
I'm so psycho she decided to join me. This right here is a real one. She a real friend. I wanted my stick. It didn't fit in the trunk. She put it in the back seat as the passenger with her. That's it. That's the real one right there. Finally, we make it to Termoli. I say finally because so many people told us in our village, Celenza, that we had to go to Termoli. I mean, it is gorgeous. You're looking at the old city right there, and it has this fortified castle which overlooks the ocean, and of course there's this grand street leading up to this old city, which there's the castle again. So we enjoyed every second of it. A church, of course, and a beautiful marina where you can catch a ferry to Croatia. We're about to pass through the narrowest street in the old town of... Where are we again? Termoli. Ready? It's pretty narrow. Barely a human wide, but it's very fun to pass through. Later that night, we went back to Torrebruna for a dinner at their one restaurant. It was fantastic.
There's literally zero visibility.
Yeah. I would say honestly about 7 feet.
It's really sketchy.
Yeah.
Good thing our drive is only 8 minutes long.
Well, it'll be 35.
Because we're going very, very slowly.
You guys, we're now in Naples, and this pizza had the most delicious crust, soft. I mean, so good. Our last big day, baby. Last big day. Here we go. Galleria Umberto I is extremely enormous when you're in there. It has 4 main entrances, each representing a season, which is cool. And these have all the zodiac signs in the middle. This opera house is a model for many around the world. Then we have the largest piazza in all of Naples, which is right here. It is enormous, and that is Vesuvius, which Alyssa clearly not a fan of. She's like, I ain't never coming back here again. That is Vomero, way at the top. And let me tell you, Naples is one of those cities where you kind of just gotta wander and get lost. This is a cool outdoor market, fresh fish. I mean, the stuff is alive and kicking in those little containers. There are over 300 churches in the old city center. We went into, I mean, barely a fraction of them. This is the Funicolare, which takes you up to Vomero, where the castle and the monastery are, which this is the monastery. It was pretty cool. I love these skulls decorating the main square here, but the view... There's Napoli down there from the view of the cloister. But guess what? We think castle view.
Yeah, castle's probably better.
Look at them up there. So we paid €5 to get into the castle right next door, but should we have? Pro tip, to get into the castle, just walk. Just walk in. Pretend you paid by credit card, no one's checking your ticket. We unfortunately realized that too late. Yeah. For the record, that was not real travel advice. I'm just saying. Anyway, the castle is really cool because you get to walk around the old perimeter where the soldiers used to look out and defend. And you really do have a fantastic view of the entire city. It was very cloudy when we were there, but oof. One thing about Naples, the train stations are confusing.
Yeah, very confusing.
To say the least.
Yeah.
Like, very. So don't expect to know where you're going. When in Naples, eat here.
Are we being real?
No, we're not being real. We're being our own real.
Oh, okay.
We came back to the same spot as yesterday.
Yes, we did.
They didn't have the lights on. But we were persistent, stood outside the door, and they let us in anyway.
So nice.
When you order the appetizer of the house, but really it's just another pizza that you have to assemble yourself.
Free pizza.
Free pizza. Running it back was worth it.
Super worth it.
Let's go. Porta San Genaro. Last surviving fresco and the old gates. Naples has these really cool Roman aqueducts, but the line is forever. We are on the street everyone says you must come to. I was wrong before. We were not on the street of the San Genaro, the Christmas street. We're going there now. It's a one-way. The police stop you from going like how you're supposed to.
Yeah, in the wrong way.
Or so I thought we were there. We were wrong again. We found it now.
It's madness.
It's madness.
Absolute madness.
It's chaos.
A ton of tourists out there with their phones out, taking photos.
If you don't like crowds, this is a 0 out of 0 recommend. And I'd say you have to really like Christmas to go here because it was packed. But it was cool. It was an experience. Now, Castel dell'Ovo is where Naples began. It's closed for storm warning, which we kind of get.
Yeah, we get that.
We get that, considering it's raining. I don't know if you see the angry waves. From the castle to the airport, this was Alyssa and I's goodbye, or more like a see you later.
This has been real.
It's been too real.
It's been real. I'm so tired. I've got no more rah-rah. Let's go.
I headed back to Hamburg where I met up with Steven, and then we went to a party with his friends and I tried this crazy drink. Maotai. But what's that first word?
Guaychao is the place where they made it.
Ah, okay. Guaychao Maotai. Floating stuff in it. It's a 20-year-old aged
In the bottle.
liqueur. Okay. All right.
Have a sniff.
Okay. That's interesting. This stuff goes for like €300 now. It didn't taste like that though. It's a little spicy. I get like some beet. What's that? Yeah, the red stuff.
Beet, yeah.
It's beet-y.
Yeah, it's very beety.
I don't love beets, let me be honest. But you know what? I thought it would be much worse.
Amazing.
Yeah. Amazing. He said it's amazing.
Amazing.
Okay, wait. Chris was shocked that I thought it was not that bad. Anyway, time for our flight home. Let's go, Steve. Miami, here we go. Au revoir. Que voilà, Miami. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment, and do all the sherry stuff. Next week, I head back home to Miami to defrost from all that European winter and live my life in the tropics. If you want to see how that turns out, follow along.